What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Moneytheprince, and we back with another episode of Money Talks, bro. Hey man, UFC 253 just ended over the weekend, so man, you already know what we about to get into. Let's get into it. Hey man, I know y'all seen Israel stylebender Adesanya. Look, bro, I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him because honestly, bro, I didn't think that he had it, but I was wrong. I was wrong, man. We all make mistakes. That man He looked for real, man. He looked for real. He took out Costa with ease. And man, we seen Costa run up on plenty of people, and he was scared to run and get off in there with him. He was scared to run up and swing. So he was calculating his chances, and while he was calculating, trying to figure out the right moment to strike, Adesanya was tearing his leg up the whole first round. I looked to my friend and I told him after the first round, I said, hey, this fight not about to go on much longer. You could already see that Costa did not want to change his stance at all. Him keeping that left leg forward, Adesanya just ripped it up. So every time he took a step, he got tender, and more tender till that bit was a chicken tender, and he just knocked him out, man. He just knocked him out. I don't think anybody thought that it would be a knockout. I don't think anybody thought that, because Joel, he stood in there and he took them licks. He took them the whole fight. He just took the licks. But Costa, he took some licks to the leg, and then he caught some to the face, and he was out of there, bro. He was out of there. I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised. I was this close, man, to betting against Adesanya. But I was just like, man, I don't know. I was just like, it's gonna be a close fight. I thought Costa was gonna chase him down, hunt him down, and take his head off. But I was wrong, man. I was wrong. So I gotta give it to him, man. Adesanya, his resume is still looking a little shaky. I mean, I give him, I have to bump him up some, give him some more respect, because he did beat Costa, and that was definitely his toughest opponent, and he was undefeated. So I gotta give him a little bit more respect. But I still want to see more out of him. I don't know if he has to move up to the light heavyweight or what, but like, he has to do something else, man. He needs more fights and more bigger fights, and just like, I don't know. Like, for me, I can't say he's the best fighter yet. I gotta see more, man. I gotta see some more. But I ain't gonna lie, this one, he definitely got some respect from me for sure. After this one, he definitely did. Now next, we're moving on to Jon Jones and DC, bro. It's crazy because DC is a character, man. He's one of those people that retired, and now they just want to talk about everybody else because they kind of been in their shoes, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I like that. But at the same time, sometimes you just say stuff and it's just right here, man. You're talking out the side of your neck, for real. Because it's just like, this man really came out and said, yo, Jon Jones is scared of Dominique Reyes, and since he got knocked out, that he might come back down to the light heavyweight division now. And I was just like, dang, he really had the balls to say that Jon Jones is scared of a guy that he already beat. Yes, it was a split decision, but he already won that. He won that fight already. So you're saying that he's scared of that guy, right? Then another guy just knocked out. So now that he might move back down, like, now, Blachowicz, I don't think anybody expected him to win that fight. I wasn't expecting him to win the fight. That was my first time watching him fight, and I think that I watch a nice, great deal of UFC. It was my first time watching him fight. Now, with that being said, he got in there and he took care of business. I mean, to say that Jon Jones Hall of Famer, I think #1 all-time UFC fighter, period. Was scared of dominate. I thought that was the craziest thing ever. Honestly, I thought it was the craziest thing ever. Now, with that being said, he did call out Jon Jones after he won the title. So now it's gonna make it seem like DC was telling the truth, because now this, if Jon Jones decide like, oh, since you just won my title, you wanna call me out after I just vacated it. You wanna call me out. Now I gotta come down and beat you. Now it's gonna, if he does that, it's gonna make it seem like DC was right. But in reality, I don't think he was right. And Jon Jones say, yo, it's all good, keep the belt. He's on the bigger and better things. But I have to say, I just think it's so crazy to me that DC said this about Jon Jones. In actuality, I think he moved up to the heavyweight division because he knew Jon Jones was coming back, and he didn't want to fight Jon Jones again. He knew he was gonna have to fight Jon Jones again, and he wasn't trying to have that. So he went up to heavyweight because he was just like, oh yeah, I could duck Jon Jones. He got a couple of fights in, and he was like, oh, let me retire before they say I gotta fight Jon Jones again. I don't want to fight that guy again. Let me retire. And he bowed out. That's what I think he did, because if you look at DC, everybody says DC is a Hall of Famer. If you look at his resume, to me, it doesn't speak volumes. He hasn't really fought that many people. His resume is very shaky. Very shaky. Very shaky. Even when he had the light heavyweight title, shaky. Heavyweight title, shaky. Like, he won the fights, don't get me wrong. Anybody can win, when you step in the octagon. But at the same time, man, shaky wins. Shaky wins, man. For real. So, hey, 253 was, and I knew it was going to be a great one. And look, it lived up to it for sure. Man, so, hey, man, definitely drop a like, man, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think of DC making these comments, man. And then what you think of Adesanya, man. Do you think that he's really solidified? He's really solid? Like, do you think that he's right now one of the best in the UFC? Pound for pound. What do you think of Adesanya? Let me know down in the comments, man. Definitely hit that like button, man. And hey, always remember, if money talks, don't ask me why I talk too much.